Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. We are back in our DeLorean Pump Up the Flux Capacitor on another episode 19 of Tru Rewind. I am back once again with the connoisseur of all reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Cologne.
What is up, good brother? How are you doing?
I am doing fine, but we seem to be missing someone once again.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah. Apparently, on our ride through the DeLorean, if you watched our last episode 18, we want to thank the good brother Hill Steven for joining us for World War III.
He went to war with us.
Yes, with his great Macho Man impersonation. But drunk guy JJ once again fell asleep drunk at a pit stop with a bottle in his hand. He fell asleep in 1985. He got really lost on the timeline, but we do know progression here, and he is now lost in 1990. He is enjoying things like the Ultimate Warrior defeating Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6. He's enjoying Sting winning his first heavyweight title in WCW, but he is not back with us in 1995. Do you miss him? I do miss our.
Of course, I miss it.
I do miss our Supreme Ivan News, but if you guys miss him, if you enjoyed the Tru Rewind series, push the like button, give us a thumbs up, show your support to this series. We've been getting a lot of support for the series, one of our funniest series here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. If you are a new viewer, the iCard down at the bottom, you can push that to subscribe, and below that, the bell to stay notified for all the great content right here on True Hill Heat. So Romeo, you are the driver of our DeLorean, our quarterback. Take it away.
All right, Raw. We'll start with that. It's November 27th, 1997. Taped!
1995.
Oh, 1995. What the fucking year am I in? Why am I in 97? I really want to go to 97.
He's like, I'm done with this 95. Well, this
November 27th, 1995. It was the 7 and 27 that messed me up.
Yeah.
Taped from Richmond, Virginia. Again, Ahmed Johnson versus Rad Radford. Beautiful axe kick to the top of Radford's head. Bob Backlund is seen campaigning in the crowd. Ahmed with the Pearl River plunge in 2:47 wins it. The crowd loves Ahmed. Then afterwards, Jerry Lawler interviews Ahmed. I hand this over to you.
I will say about this match, he botched that bro kick in the match, and then he had a nice spine buster, but at least 2 minutes in, Ahmed Johnson was already winded. So we see where he's at in his wrestling career. But Ahmed being interviewed by the King, man, I needed subtitles for this. My wife walked in as I'm watching. She was like, "Why do you have the subtitles on?" I was like, "Look who's on the screen." She was like, "Oh, that makes sense." But he's talking. King talks shit to Ahmed on behalf of Dean Douglas, saying that he needs to learn a lesson, whatever crap King said. And Ahmed said, and I quote, "Let me tell you something real quick. First of all, you better give me some respect. You understand that? Or I take you and throw you in the ring. Second of all, I was you. I would tell Dean Douglas, tell them to say to my face." Yes, I literally that's what it said in the subtitles. So I'm not even trying to make him sound worse than he is. Dean Douglas does interrupt him to talk his shit to Ahmed's face. So Dean Douglas showing some balls for once. So I give him credit for that. And Ahmed responds with, "I tell you what, then ring the bell. The class just started." So that was Ahmed Johnson this week on Monday Night Raw.
Yes, Ahmed's in the ring with his tongue out, begging for a fight, and the officials intervene to make sure there isn't one. We get a medical update on Shawn Michaels. Vince McMahon says HBK is battling post-concussion syndrome. All the moves he took at Survivor Series, we see them all over again. Very painful. And then the Enziguri from Owen Hart. The Enziguri heard around the world.
Didn't they recap his whole 1995? They recapped the ladder match at SummerSlam that we didn't get to catch. Just went over every single thing that he's been through in 1995, building up to that concussion on last week's episode, and the beating by the guys in Syracuse.
Oh yeah, the 9 Thugs. Don't forget. But Vince says Shawn will be back more flamboyant and resilient than ever before. Aja Kong and Tomoko Watanabe versus Alundra. Oh,
I'm gonna correct you because we're gonna get kayfabe tactics in the comment section calling you out again. It's Aja Khan.
Oh, do they say that on commentary?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Aja Kong. Aja Kong. It's okay. This is the last time I'll ever say this. And Tomoko Watanabe. They beat Alundra Blaze and Kyoto Inoue. Kong with a spinning backhand punch in 601. And fun fact, this is Alundra Blaze's final appearance in the WWF. And the women's division is about to be scrapped for 3 years.
Another fun note from this match that we got from Kayfabe Tactics. He called it a little bit early. I think it was on our Survivor Series review in the comment section. But Aja Khan broke the nose of Kyoki Inoue in this match with that spinning back fist.
But this was a good match for 6 minutes.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Aja Khan has delivered every time we've seen her. She was the best looking out of the women at Survivor Series, even though she had little to no sleep, like we established. But she looked good. This was a good note for the women's division. That's why it's kind of sad it would be scrapped for 3 years.
They were supposed to be building her versus Alundra Blaze for the women's championship, but. Brother Love is back for the first time in almost 5 years. Vince McMahon remarks how he's even fatter. Very, very nice. A lot of piped-in crowd noise during this segment. Love interviewing Bret Hart, the champ. He insults him with questions and does not let him respond each time. Bret finally has enough, grabs the mic. He promises a different ending next time versus the Bulldog. He'll worry about the Undertaker wanting a title shot some other time. And then Bob Backlund attacks Bret from behind, cross-face chicken wing. Officials break this up.
I enjoyed Brother Love being the antagonist and bringing up the Undertaker, because that's a little foreshadowing for us of what's to come after In Your House. And I loved him bringing up Bret's mother. I love how every heel wants to bring up Bret's mother, it seems like.
Poor Martha.
No, it's Helen.
Oh, Helen?
Martha is
yeah.
Owens.
It's early, said.
You've been taking over the drinking for drunk guy.
I haven't even started. Henry Godwin introduces us to his family. Speaking of family, it's a bunch of pigs. There's a fan in the crowd with a Triple H shirt. It says "How to Be a Snob." I didn't know that was a must-buy. Triple H squashes John Crystal in 140 with a pedigree.
Fun note on this one. First of all, John Crystal is the same guy that Hunter Hearst Helmsley debuted against. I got to give credit to our good friends over at Woke Culture. I told you before we started filming this, Woke Culture did a fun little article on the 10 things you learned from watching Raw in 1995. So Woke Culture is watching Tru Rewind. Just want to say that, thumbs up for that. That John Crystal was the same guy that Hunter Hearst Helmsley debuted against earlier in the year in 1995. And Jerry the King Lawler insulted both Barbara Walters and Oprah in reference to Brother Love's interviewing skills.
Jim Cornette and Owen Hart challenge anyone to face Owen Hart at In Your House. Owen so proud of himself for what he did to Shawn, even though he looked very concerned at the moment it happened.
You know, in retrospect, he meant to do that.
Kama comes down in crutches with the $1 Million Man. Kama moving fine to me on both feet, putting weight on both of them. Doesn't know how to use the crutches correctly. Ted says that he paid Sir Mo to replace Kama. Bait and switch. We learn Razor versus Dean for the IC title this next week. And then we go to the match, Kama versus Undertaker. By the way, this is the battle for the urn, which Kama and Ted have apparently had for almost a year. Kama ends up being just fine as he beats up the Undertaker on the outside. By the way, the Remnants of the Urn is a gold chain now. Who knows how much more powerful the Undertaker can be if he has the Remnants of the Urn. Ted and Kama eventually just leave. Taker wins with a chokeslam in 3:58, and then King Mabel comes down. Taker gives the Remnants of the Urn to Paul Bear.
Stupid.
Paul Bear's so happy to hold it. Oh, he's so relieved. It's in his hands again. Yokozuna comes out. He squares off with Taker in the ring. Mabel attacks Bear, takes the Remnants of the Urn, runs off with it. Oh, the joy of another storyline with someone stealing the damn urn. Fun fact. Over the course of this year, 1995, we haven't covered all of it, but over the course of it, IRS, King Kong Bundy, Kama, all had the urn, and all were defeated by The Undertaker without much difficulty.
Doesn't say much for Mabel's chances at In Your House. Oh my God! Like WWE's creativity in 1995, the lack thereof creativity, it seems like, when it comes to The Undertaker. This was just like this was one of the worst Raw main events that I've seen in quite some time. This goes back to our theory that we came up a couple of episodes before, that they're not really taking this Monday Night War that seriously.
All right, match of the night. Not much competition. The women's tag.
Much in agreement, unanimous.
MVP. I am gonna go Bob Backlund. I really enjoyed him going crazy on Bret Hart there.
I did enjoy Backlund going crazy. I will say The Undertaker, for what it's worth, looked okay, even though he looked like an idiot at the end for giving the Remnants of the Urn to Paul Bearer. So I have to go with my good brother, Ahmed Johnson.
Speaking on what you just said, LVP is going to be Paul Bear for me. You know, getting the Remnants of the Urn and then immediately losing the Remnants of the Urn. Paul Bear.
I had to go with co-MVP for losing the main event, Sir Mo, and for paying Sir Mo to lose the main event, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
All good options to me. 0 dirty finishes, wow. But to make up for that, we have a bait and switch, which is 4 bait and switches in 15 shows.
I mean, to be fair, we only had, 4 matches on the night. 2 were squashes. Well, 3 were squashes because the main event was even a squash. Sir Mo didn't even get any offense, and all we had was the tag team match. So, yeah.
We're going to put our thumbs out, and we're going to count it down in 3, 2, 1. It'll be thumbs up or thumbs down for this entire Raw. 3, 2, 1. Thumbs down. Raw stinks.
Very much so. This was one of the worst episodes so far.
We're gonna switch the channel over and see what WCW Nitro is doing.
Well, I got a remote right here.
Nitro, same date, November 27, obviously, 1995. I wrote 97 twice here. Wow.
Nicely done.
Live from Salem, Virginia. First time we've ever been here.
Are they both in Virginia?
Raw was in Richmond.
Yeah.
But they were taped, so I don't know.
Oh, well they were both in Virginia.
But I think Nitro the previous week was in Norfolk.
Oh,
so they've been in Virginia a long time.
They've been in Virginia. Both shows been in Virginia the last 2 weeks. We could have had the invasion a lot earlier, 3 years earlier. Mongo, oh God, Mongo has Pepe dressed in animal print, and I just said Jesus. And his quote for this show, for the starting off the show, is Mongo alert, Mongo alert, Mongo alert. That should be on pay-per-view then. In itself, talking about the Sting, Luger, Pillman, Anderson match. You see, me and the little guy got animal print on tonight because these guys are ready to eat some raw meat. Pause.
Man. Okay. Switch the channel back to Raw. Johnny B. Bad comes out with his new property. His new manager, Diamond Doll. Diamond looks so happy, never been happier. DDP comes out very distraught with a dozen roses. He gives them to Diamond Doll and sucker punches Bad. The match starts. Doll looks very confused on the outside with the roses. Inside the flowers is a chain, and Doll doesn't know what to do with it. The camera is all about Doll with the match in the background. She throws the chain in the ring, and she throws it like a girl under DDP, and too bad. Bad uses it to KO DDP. Dirty finish. This was only 2 minutes, 8 seconds long. Bad asked Doll, what was she doing? What are you doing? And she says, well, you won. Yay! Plays it off lovely. You know, for someone who's not an actress, I thought this was a fun performance from Diamond Doll.
This showed signs that she would become a good actress. Check out 40 version.
Great movie. Great wholesome family fun.
Wholesome family fun. She has the most wholesome scene in the whole movie. I just thought it was really Kimberly Page deciding whether she wanted to accept the flowers and use a chain rather than a match between Johnny B. Bad and Dallas Page for the TV title.
We learn out of nowhere that Hugh Morris is the newest member of the Dungeon of Doom. That's still going on.
Yeah, apparently.
Mean Gene is with Jimmy Hart and the Taskmaster Kevin Sullivan. Speaking of, Sullivan isn't happy that Sting is running around with Lex Luger, and that Sting convinced Lex Luger to let go of the arm hold on Macho Man at World War III. Everything could have changed if Macho Man was taken out the way he was supposed to be in that match. Hart says that he, Luger, and Sting have a greater plan. Sullivan seemed pleased hearing that.
I just love Taskmaster like being pissed at Jimmy Hart. Anytime anyone's pissed at Jimmy Hart for what he did at Halloween Havoc, I am all for it. He's solely responsible for that mess that was that main event at Halloween Havoc. So anytime anyone's pissed at him, I'm happy about it. I like that he told them and that he had a plan. That he, Luger, and Sting had a plan. So we'll see how that progresses.
Women's tag team action: Bull Nakano and Akira Hotuko versus Cutie Suzuki and Mayumi Osaki for what is the second rematch of the night from World War III.
This one was the best match on either show, in my opinion.
Bobby the Brain cannot stop talking about how attractive all these females are. Nakano misses a leg drop off the top rope to a big pop. Cutie Suzuki botches a move, and I cannot believe my damn eyes. Did you see this? She does this. She claps her hands together, and the ref says, that's a tag. And then her partner comes in the ring, like, what is going on? The ref says, okay. So, somewhere, a young Rick Knox is like, good job, ref, good job.
You see where Rick Knox got his refereeing skills from.
You did see this, right? She did this.
Oh. Yes. This one was a lot sloppier than their match at World War III. This is why I gave that World War III match 4 stars, because it was innovative for 1995. This one tried to be innovative. All 4 ladies worked hard. It was fast paced, but man, there was just a lot of sloppiness, a lot of awkward moments in this one. And Hokotu got the win with a beautiful Fisherman Brainbuster.
In 5:23, did you hear Bischoff call this a car crash?
It's like you abducted Bischoff's body to call this a car crash.
Eric Bischoff informs the fans that WCW's executive committee has officially declared Randy Savage as WCW champion. Great news. Hugh Morris makes his entrance, laughing. What's so funny? Oh, humorous. Oh, that's what it is.
Who would have thunk it?
Hulk Hogan comes out. Another reason to laugh. The match starts. Bischoff says, listen to this crowd. They're chanting Hogan, Hogan, Hogan. It's literally silence from the crowd. What?
Who said that, Mongo?
Bischoff.
Oh, Bischoff. Bischoff is just a shameless Hulkamaniac.
Oh. Hugh misses a moonsault off the top rope by a mile. Hogan still sells it like he got hit in the face. He kicks out. He hulks up. He leg drops for the win. 3:43.
This one had a Mongo alert, Mongo alert, Mongo alert, Mongo alert. Mongo says there are more personalities in the Dungeon of Doom than Mike Ditka has. And I wrote in my notes, which is totally believable, Mongo, because there are multiple people in that fucking group. Like, what, you idiot? Like, I understand you wanted to insult your former coach, but there are like 12 people in the Dungeon of Doom. Yes, they do have more personalities than Mike Ditka.
Oh, man. Mean Gene introduces the Macho Man. Macho declares he's going on a reign of terror, whether it's a Monday or forever and a day. It's cool with him. As he's on top of the mountain, he's ready to face everyone one by one. And if you need a little excitement, snap it to the Macho Man.
I wish we had Heel Steven on.
Yes,
he could have
I
done.
did. Call him up. He's just working, and he takes a little break. And
we need a voiceover.
Hulk Hogan comes down. They're going to address the controversy. Well, let me tell you something, brother, friend. They see the videotape, and it cuts off before Hogan is pulled out of the ring. Something's wrong with the tape.
Beautiful.
Macho says, I ain't seen nothing.
Why do they always have issues with these tapes following pay-per-views? Like, do they never do tape to video? Like, what?
Giant comes out, takes them both out, choke slam to Macho Man on the floor. Sting tries to save both of them. Hogan attacks the Giant with a chair. He elbows the shit out of referee Randy Anderson. The Giant goes to the back, selling the chair shots. Sting and Hogan check on Savage. Bischoff ponders why Sting had Hogan back away from the Giant.
But Hogan, when he first comes out, he reminds the Macho Man that the nameplate on the title still says Hulk Hogan. I mean, it's 1995, Hulkster. Like, they're not gonna immediately change that. Like, calm down, simmer down now. And Hogan, checks on Macho Man. Macho Man's down on the floor, but he does take time to pose to the crowd before going back to check on Savage. So Hulk Hogan, gotta love his priorities.
Oh, what a shit friend.
A shit babyface, a shit friend. This man is awful.
Arn Anderson and Flying Brian versus Sting and Luger. Luger doesn't come out for a bit. The announce team is wondering, well, are Luger and Sting on the same page? Eventually, Luger comes out. Luger and Sting high five, and the announce team looks dumb for even pondering that. They really shitted on him. A Scorpion Deathlock on Arn Anderson. Pillman is pushed off of the top rope by Luger. Pillman dives into Sting to break it up. Bischoff is puzzled, saying, oh, that looks like a pretty accurate toss by Lex Luger. Sting goes for a tag, but Lex isn't there. He's arguing with Pillman on the outside. Bischoff says, oh, is that a coincidence or bad timing? Sting rolls up Pillman with a victory roll in 5:35. Ric Flair sprints down, attacks Luger simultaneously. The Horsemen beat up Luger and Sting. Flair decks the ref. Rough night for the refs. Hogan runs down to fight off the Horsemen. Sting stops Hogan from beating up Luger. They argue a bit, they talk it out, and they shake hands.
And hug.
Yes.
This was a lot of chaos. This was very overbooked match. Like, I get that they wanted to tease some dissension within Sting and Luger, but they were very much heavy-handed in the way they were doing it. Like, they didn't have to hit us over the head with every single time there was a little bit of dissension or a little bit of miscues on the two men. Like, we would have got it by just you showing us. You didn't have to hit us over the head with every single point of this. Eric Bischoff, I'm looking at you.
Let's wrap up this Nitro. Match of the night, very similar to Raw in that this didn't have much competition. It's almost by default the women's tag.
Yes, I just put the All Japan Women's Tag Team match. Yeah, unanimous. Their match of the night.
The Japanese women had a good Monday night war here.
on both shows. I would say the WCW match was better,
Yes.
even though you had
Even though that
the
stupid
fake
collab.
tag.
MVP, I am going to go Diamond Doll Kimberly Page for her performance.
I'm gonna go once again. This guy is pulling away when it comes to WCW and MVP awards as far as me. Sting. Sting is the LeBron James when it comes to WCW with the amount of MVPs he's racking up.
LVP, wow. Eric Bischoff had a horrible night on commentary. I'm gonna go Eric Bischoff.
I have to agree. I went co-MVP for Eric Bischoff being the worst commentator, and that's saying a lot when you're on the commentary team with Steve Mongo McMichael. And, of course, his best friend in the world, Hulk Hogan, once again, LVP, because he was a horrible friend to the Macho Man Randy Savage. He didn't even take time to, like, congratulate him and then say, you know, I got screwed over. He just went right to, you're wearing a title with my nameplate. Like, simmer down, Hogan. And then when Savage is down on the ground hurting, he takes the time to pose before he goes back to check on his friend.
Dirty finish counter, we had 1. That's 32 and 16 events. Ref bump counter, we had 2. That's 4 in 16 events. And the Mongol meter, awful. 13 of 13 shows.
We might have to start a new one called the Bischoff Jackoff, because he was a jackoff on commentary.
Sheesh. We're going to put our thumbs out. We're going to count it down. In 3, 2, 1, it'll be thumbs up or thumbs down. 3, 2, 1. Thumbs in the middle?
Yes.
I am going to go thumbs down, but I am going to say, even though they're both thumbs downs, I think Nitro was better than Raw.
I went thumbs in the middle because I did enjoy the main event, even though it was very heavy-handed on commentary by Eric Bischoff, and I did enjoy the All Japan Women's Tag Team match. I did also enjoy Diamond Doll's performance in the TV title match. So I won't give it a full thumbs down, even though Hogan was horrible. The whole controversy surrounding World War III was horrible. But other than that, it was a thumbs in the middle type of show.
The TV ratings last week, Raw did a 2.3. What do you think Raw did this week with Undertaker and Kama as their main event?
You said 2.3?
Last week.
That's tough. I'm going to go with a 2.2.
Close. They did a 2.3 again.
Oh, shit. I should have went with my heart. Always go with the same amount back-to-back weeks.
And Nitro last week, they won. They had a 2.5. This week, their main event, the Horsemen versus Sting and Luger. What do you think they did?
2.5.
Correct. They did a 2.5 again. So the ratings war, Raw and Nitro are tied at 5 wins apiece with 2 ties right now.
And as far as our scoreboard?
Nitro wins this week. They are running away. WCW 8, WWF 4 on Tru Rewind.
Ooh, double the amount for WCW. You guys put in the comment section below your MVP, your LVP, your match of the night, and whether you thought Raw or Nitro was better for the week. And of course, once again, give us a thumbs up. Show your support for the Tru Rewind series. For episode 19, share this video. Become a part of our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And of course, you can push the iCard to subscribe and the bell to stay notified for all the great content right here on Tru Heel Heat. So until next time, episode 20, we will try our best. We're going to go back in our DeLorean to 1990, grab up drunk guy JJ, and he will return for episode 20 of Tru Rewind, where we review the first episode of December. It is the final month of 1995. We are starting. Thank God, right? Thank God. So, for the connoisseur of all reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon.
The Pride of NY on Twitter and Instagram. And right here on the Tru Heel Heat YouTube channel, we cover the Wednesday Night War, Wednesday Night Warriors. This week, Super Tuesday Part 2, and the All Out Fallout. Who will have the better show this week, AEW or NXT?
Yes, and you can follow me on Instagram at TrueHeal_EpicSP3. Of course, you can find me every single week, every single Saturday on True Heel Heat, breaking down the latest wrestling news. This week, we're going to have Steve Tortorello of Warrior Wrestling previewing Warrior Wrestling Stadium Series in Chicago, Illinois, starting on September 12th. And as well, we will be discussing the fallout from AEW All Out. So, it's me, your True Heel Phenom SP3. This has been Tru Rewind, episode 19, signing off until next time.